All right, YouTube. Today we are going to talk about gut. Your gut. I am gut. I'm not Groot. I'm gut. So let's talk about your gut and your gut health and the whole. It's been kind of a hot topic over the last few years. The gut is like your second brain and the brain gut connection and how gut health has become a kind of a problem with a lot of people, and whether it's constipation or bloating or indigestion or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. A lot of people suffer from this stuff, and we're going to talk about kind of why, how it happens, and what you can do to change that, and the best way to do that. And think of our gut as, yes, it's where the food and digestion, all that stuff happens, and there's a lot of bacteria that is in our gut, all the microbiome that you might hear it called as the scientific stuff. Try not to keep it super scientific, as I'm not super dialed. I've done my studies, research on the stuff, and have my own experiments and stuff with my health and my gut health too. So that's what it's going to be from. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical person. I'm not a expert. No one's an expert on anything. But there are great people looking at like Sean Stevenson's work, other like medical doctors, dietitians, and their stuff too, to kind of get and do your own research on this as well. But I want to give you some info on it and talk about it a little bit because I see a lot of crap out there, especially with people just trying to out supplement a bad gut or heal your gut through a bunch of supplements, and that's we'll talk about that a little later. But kind of that microbiome, and it's kind of the whole you are what you eat type of thing. With that's how, kind of how you build your microbiome, and a lot of the reason why your gut health, maybe you're constantly constipated or you always feel bloated and uh, just don't digest food well, because that's where you absorb the nutrients from your food is in your gut, and having a good microbiome is going to help you do that. So you're absorbing the protein and all the nutrients, the vitamins and minerals, all that stuff, so you can function properly as a human being. And that's what we want to do, right? So we can do everything in life we love and be healthy and live a good, long, enjoyable life. And having a healthy gut is going to do that. So the best, how it comes to being bad is mainly our crappy ultra processed diet, that especially in our Western culture. If you look at like the healthiest cultures, they have a robust variety of foods that they're eating and filling their microbiome. Because if we eat something, I think I heard Sean Stevenson say this, what we eat, we get their microbiome from. So like if you eat a piece of steak, you're getting the microbiome of what that cow ate. In their microbiome, you're getting the fruit, the strawberry, the apple that you eat, you're getting the microbiome of that piece of fruit. So, and the quality of the food we're eating plays a huge role in our gut health. And we want to eat a good quality food, a variety of quality food. Even if you're eating good foods but you eat the same thing every day, then you're not getting that diversity in your microbiome and your gut health. So it's not going to be as efficient as it can be. So if you're always eating junk food, your ultra processed stuff, your sugary chips and cookies and cakes, and you're drinking alcohol all the time, you don't sleep, you're stressed out all the time, all this has a factor in your gut health, in which your gut health leads to other issues. It sends signals to your brain and all this other stuff. So we are all out of whack, and we want to be not out of whack, right? We want to be functioning as properly as we can, and the best ways to do that is by focusing on our nutrition and what we eat and getting good quality foods. It may sound boring and not the answer you want to hear. You probably want to hear, oh, I can just take this probiotic supplement. You hear about probiotics and prebiotics and how you need, our microbiome needs that stuff to digest, and fiber. Or you can eat this digestive enzymes and all this crap supplements that you think you can out smart or outwork the body and what real food and sleep and that's going to do for you. And it's not going to happen. You don't need the detoxes, the cleanses, the yes, probiotic stuff can help again, but that's not the first thing you turn to. Probiotic and prebiotic, whether it's like a pill form or whatever, don't turn to that first, and definitely don't go to the detoxes and cleanses. The best way to cleanse and detox your body, let's eat some real food. Let's focus on fruits, vegetables, meats, potatoes, rice, fish, all these good nutrient-dense foods. Let's drink a lot of water. Heck, these things are gonna feel. Then if you want probiotics and think you need probiotics, and yes, we need probiotics, different strands. There's billions and billions of strands, and again, good diversity. Look for probiotic foods. So a lot of fermented foods. Think your Greek yogurt, pickles, sauerkraut, anything. I mean, there's other foods those are some of the main ones I like. And then prebiotic foods, you can get that from some different fruits. I know like bananas and like starches. So like a potato after it's been cooked and then cooled and then you eat it, there's more prebiotics in there. So the main way you should look for probiotics and prebiotics before jumping to the pills or the supplements is through food. Again, the fermented foods is great for probiotics and prebiotics. Again, grains, legumes, so beans and stuff like that, and a lot of fruits and vegetables. Like I mentioned, bananas are great for that. So again, you can get this stuff from food, and then if you're still not doing it well, if you need, but be wary of the foods too, because a lot of these foods say, and get your fiber as well, because fiber is going to help digestion. But again, don't look for like pills and stuff for this. You can get a lot of fiber from food, your vegetables, your grains, that type of stuff. But then again, there's all these other foods that are quote unquote health foods that have the labels of, this is enriched with probiotics, or this has extra fiber, or whatever it is. These are just stupid claims that are not really going to help. It's just putting a claim on a bunch of ultra processed food that it's not necessarily quote unquote healthy or going to do much. It's just a marketing ploy that a lot of companies will use. So but again, that fiber, the probiotics, the prebiotics, that type of stuff is going to help your gut health and build up the good quality microbiome if you're eating a diverse diet and not just eating the same thing over and over again, even if it is healthy. Because again, I've been wary of that. That's caused me problems where I just eat the same thing every day. I still do a lot of it, but I'll mix in different stuff, kind of maybe like a chicken dish, but have some different sides with it, or eggs have some different sides with it, or whatever it is. So I'm not always eating the exact same thing like I used to. Trying different foods, getting the body used to different foods, different times of years and seasonal stuff. So you're introducing the body, introducing the gut to all this different nutrients and microbiome that you get from those foods. So again, then you can heal and absorb and take in and utilize the nutrients that you're getting from this good food, so you can build the best version of yourself, the healthiest version of yourself. But again, you don't need to look to all this supplement garbage. Again, yes, some probiotics might be able to help down the road. But again, first dial in your nutrition. Drink enough water. Water is going to help. Again, the fiber is going to help. And do these things for years and years, and don't just follow the influencers that are trying to sell you their gut health cleanses or all this crap. I've tried that stuff too. All you're doing is cleansing your wallet of money. But again, so focusing on the diet, the nutrition, the diet part, good fiber, a diverse range of food, like I said. Limit the ultra processed stuff. Drink a lot of water. one that would be, we're in such a rush all the time as in our society. We're on the go, 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 drive through, whatever it is. You running kids to practice and after school stuff, or you're commuting from the job. So you're always in a rush. We eat fast. We're eating while we're watching TV. We're scarfing stuff down. Eat slower. That's going to allow the body to digest the food. And during that digestion, breaking it down, you're chewing it more. So it's easier to digest. You're taking in more of those nutrients. So eat slower is another one. Again, those probiotic, prebiotic, fiber-rich foods, which you'll get if you're eating a variety of different foods, is going to help. But again, the main thing is I'm just trying to get you away from the BS, all the cleanses, the detox, the stuff that's claimed to help your gut, when it's probably just going to make you crap and make you feel worse. So you should have digestion, you're pooping normally. You can look up the charts of what your poop should look like and how to tell if you're low on fiber or whatever. It's kind of, I don't know, you might think it's gross to look at, but it's good. It's important to know what a healthy dump looks like. And if you're digesting and you're having regularly dumps, or bowel movements, as you might say, the polite term. I prefer dumps because it's a funnier word. But that's what it's all about. That's like gut health, because, again, your gut's going to affect a lot of other things. If your gut's all full and bloated, and you're going to feel like crap, you're not going to be able to perform. If you're in a sport, you're not going to be as fast or strong. You're not digesting your food, so you're not taking in those nutrients that are going to help you perform, and then you're not going to sleep well. You're not going to think clear, like that cloudy brain. A lot of that can come from gut health, and just the overall well-being. Healthy gut, healthy brain, healthy body. You want all this stuff to be healthy inside and outside. Again, sleep is a big thing that can help with your gut as well. So make sure you're getting sleep, but gut health can affect sleep too. So everything's kind of interconnected. We're all individualized. There's no one size fits all, especially with nutrition and things like that. But focusing on that nutrition of variety, probiotic, prebiotic, fiber, quality food from earth and from animals, and then focusing on sleep, getting enough water, staying hydrated, stress. That's, if you're stressed out, you're not going to digest food as well. So working on that as well. Again, it falls back to the same things for whether it's your gut health, whether it's your fat loss, whether it's performing in a sport or building muscle. It falls back to the same foundational things. And it might sound annoying or whatever, or like you're hearing the same thing, but a lot of times you need to hear that same thing. But it's those foundational, those big rocks. And once you get those in place, if things are still off, because I know I've had those things in place and things are still off, especially with like my testosterone levels and that story. But even with my gut health, 3 different times, it's because you eat too much of the same stuff and you're not having to diversify things. But again, a lot of times it could just be stress. You're just stressed out from a certain situation, and that leads to constipation or whatever it is. So just be wary and be aware of all these things that are going on in life, and realize how things affect. Maybe take notes and figure out. But again, if you are having gut issues, don't turn to supplements. You don't need to go detox or try this magic juice cleanse or whatever the next phase, next craze is, the next trendy supplement is. Especially these MLM companies, these people who just jump on and they don't actually research and study, and they never experimented and done anything on themselves, especially. But they just take these supplements and claim they work because and then they try to sell you to buy them and then get you to sell them to join their little pyramid scheme. But that stuff's not going to work. The cleanses, the detox juices, no. Detox by eating real food, drinking water, sleeping. That's probably going to start you on the right track. And then from there, again, play with it. Figure out what you need. Work with a dietitian. Work with a doctor. Work with a coach who's going to help you and help figure out and help you solve these problems if you don't want to do it alone, and don't want to do all that research and stuff and studying and figuring out alone, because That's what people are here for. That's what dietitians are here for. That's what doctors should be here for. A lot of doctors are the problem when they prescribe you those pills and medicine. Even medication, that can be an issue with taking all this medication is messing up your gut. That can be another big issue too. So look at that as well. If you're taking a lot of, if for everything you take aspirin or you take Tylenol for every little ache and pain, or you stub your toe or whatever, or the doctor prescribes you all this garbage medication for when all you really need is a good healthy diet, good sleep, and good exercise, and you're gonna be better. I don't even think I mentioned that as one of the things, but exercise is gonna help as well. So do all those things first. If that's still bothering, then maybe a probiotic, a prebiotic supplement. But again, work with a dietitian on that, or a doctor on that. But again, if you start with your nutrition, a diverse diet, fiber, probiotic foods, prebiotic foods, a lot of water, good quality nutrients, you're going to be better off than 95% of the people. And then you start sleeping, you manage that stress a little bit, you relax a little bit, you're going to be good. Your gut's going to be feeling better than ever. Hopefully. If not, then yeah, maybe something is wrong. And maybe you got to get some deeper issues, deeper help with that. So, but again, that's what I have for you today, guys. Hopefully that informs a little bit of information, helps you out a little bit with gut help if you're having issues. If you have any other questions, reach out. Otherwise, I always say, like, there's some good people out there who know a lot more about this, or their whole work is on this. Like I mentioned, Sean Stevenson's a good research. He has a lot of information on gut health. There's other ones out there. But again, do your own research. Take what you can. Take what works for you and utilize that. Disregard what's not working. Okay. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here to help. So hope you enjoyed, and we'll talk to you again soon.